Hi, welcome back to the Bolts to Lights game channel. We're playing Robinson Crusoe Adventure on Cursed Island. We're moving into round 7, event phase. Let's see what happens. A fight in the dark. One predator killed another one. It's good for you, as you spent the night in the safety of your camp. If possible, discard one beast card from the hunting deck. Okay, that's very strange. Discard one of these. What's going to happen to that beast? It looks like there's some wild beast prowling our camp, and if we don't do something about it, something bad's going to happen. Right, once more I've got unresolved threats here, and at this time it's more animals in the camp. As a result of me not chasing these animals out, they've done a little bit of damage to my palisade. Which is a bit of a shame because I only just built it up last turn, but there you go, at least I don't take a wound. Back down to 0 on my palisade. Right, let's move into the morale phase. And we're back up to the good spot. And yes, I will heal a wound. Production now. And we got dreadful weather, but this is tough. This is so tough. Right. I'm going to take food and 2 woods. For discovering the plains, I should have put a black marker here on the rope. Just before we move into the actions phase, another piece of timber is going on the log pile. So let's build that column. 4 is the challenge now. So now we can plan our actions. But just before we do, I'm going to use my scouting with, what's that cost? 3 determination tokens. Discard 2 discovery, draw 2 discovery tokens and choose 1. So that's cost of 3. And we'll pop this here to remind us we can only do that once per round. And I'm hoping for something to help me with the weather. Oh, alright, that might. So 2 food is good. And this one is a scenario specific. It's oil and it's 2 wood for the log pile and only for the log pile. Oh dear. That's suddenly become a tough choice. Food was tempting. I might lose some due to the weather, but come on, we've got to go for it, haven't we? I think so. Let's discard the food. We overlook it, we drop the food, and we spend our scouting carrying back some logs for the log pile instead. Remember that only for the log pile. We've already put wood down, so we can't put any more. But next turn we can. So what to do? I've got to stand up to this weather, otherwise I'm not gonna make it to the end of the game. We got wood coming in. You know, I think if I can get that mast, I need to get the rope, don't I? And do something about my roof. Okay. Right, I don't want to take any chances with Friday, so him and me are going roof building. That's 2. And dog, you're going to stay back minding the camp. I'm going to go build this rope. Let's let the dog sit by the fire and watch me turning grass into rope. I think that'll do it. So, roof first. Well, that's a guaranteed success. So that spent roof level goes up to 2. And that should keep those nasty clouds at bay. I've not rolled any dice, so this doesn't do anything, but I have built something, so this does take effect. So I'll discard this, and while we're building our roof, something happens. And it is a visit of a predator. Oh my goodness. Maybe it was me killing those goats that's brought all these predators into my camp. While you're working, your camp is visited by a predator. It eats your food and escapes. Discard 1 food and shuffle this event card into the event deck. Oh dear. I wish I took that food now instead of the timber, aren't I? Oh dear. And from what I saw, it looks like we're going to get a night visit from this predator at some point. Alright, let's shuffle these in. There you go. The good news is we've got our roof. Okay, now let's build our rope. Okay, with 1 action, we're going to have to roll our dice. Okay, let's see what we get. We get 1 wound, 1 success, no adventure. We gotta take care of this guy. But we do manage to build. Oh no, hang on. We have a success, but we're gonna have to re-roll it because of this token. Alright, we don't get an adventure. So let's re-roll. Okay, we got our success. So now we discard this token. And maybe, for a bit of fortune, we stand a chance of getting close. It's a success. Okay, that's it. And what else? Those black marks disappear and our rope gets built. Right then guys, now we move into the dreaded weather phase. We've got to roll all 3 weather dice now. The orange, the red and the white. Let's take a quick look at those. Okay, we've seen the orange one before. We know it's got rain clouds on it. Sometimes you might find 2 if you're unlucky. And we also know that there's a cold rain on there, this snow thing. Now we've got the white die as well, and it's got a lot more of these snows and a lot more double clouds, which means there's more chance of us getting these winter clouds. The next one is this red one, and there's 3 things on here. This is a hungry animal snapping at our palisade, and it's going to reduce our palisade level by 1. And remember, unfulfilled demand means it could take wounds if we haven't got our palisade up. This one here, our hungry animals are nicking our food. So we've got to discard 1 food. And remember, if we haven't got any food to discard, they're going to be nipping at our ankles. Finally, there's this one. And that means one of these hungry animals is going to wander into our path and we get to fight the thing. And this means we have to fight a beast of strength 3. So we just follow the normal beast fighting rules. Alright, so those are the different dice we now have to face. Let's roll and see what we get. Remember, we've got a roof level of 2, a palisade of 0, we've got no food, we've got 1 piece of wood left. Alright. We're going to take it from... yeah, alright, so we don't get any hungry animals, that's good news. We have got 3 clouds though, which is a shame because we've just built our roof up to level 2 and we've got 1 winter cloud, which means we need to discard a piece of wood already. And remember, roofs don't help us with winter clouds, we need that warmth. Alright, so that's 1 piece of wood down. Now we've got to look at our clouds. We've got 3 clouds, and with a roof level of 2, that means we've got to discard only 1 food and 1 wood, which we don't have, and this we can only use for the fire, so it's going to be no food, no wood. That's 2 wounds. 1, 2. You know, maybe I should have been thinking about using my storm glass. This would have allowed me to roll the weather dice before my action phase, so I could have seen that and maybe built my roof up a little bit higher, or not spent the wood, or Who knows? Right, let's remember that next turn. I think next turn we will definitely use the storm glass. Right, so we've just made it through the weather phase. Now we move into the nights. We've got our shelter, so we're okay there, but we haven't got any food. And that means we don't eat, so it's 2 wounds. Oh, we're very, very close, but we're gonna survive. We're okay. And I don't know how, but our morale is still on the high side. And we've made it through the turn, and we're moving into round 8.